Good
Jambo.
morning, guys. Today is our last day in Kenya.
And it's like 6 a.m. right now. The sun's just coming out behind us. And we are actually
And it's not so cold actually.
we're actually in Kisumu, the biggest city on the west side of Kenya. We're actually just on Lake Victoria. We came here 2 days back and we were just taking this time off to just relax and get our pace together because today we have a pretty big task to do.
We are crossing the border to the next country. And the last 2 days, we just walked around in the city, had some
Yeah.
fries.
We didn't really get up to vlogging because we just wanted to take that time for ourselves. But we did manage to visit Lake Victoria, get some masala fries.
And we also got some souvenirs.
And now we are actually at Chelsea's home. Chelsea has been a very wonderful couchsurfing host. She took care of us for the last 2-3 days, and now we're just going to catch a ride into town so that we can get a bus to the border. So
Let's go.
let's go. It's actually our first land border crossing in Africa, so we're a bit anxious.
Good morning.
Morning. So we're now sitting inside a matatu. We have got the front two seats, and this vehicle goes from the town center in Kisumu to the border. So we're paying about 400 shilling per person, and this is expected to take at least 2 hours. And if they stop along the way, probably a little longer.
We're just waiting for the van to get full, otherwise, they won't leave.
So we told them that we'll pay only when the vehicle starts moving, because at least that way they will try and that's incentivizing them so that they get more people quickly, because they know we might just walk away if it's taking too long. So this is a very common thing that happens here in Kenya, especially with matatus.
There's a petrol bunk called Green Wells, and that is that city center. And from here, you'll get matatus to anywhere in Kenya and to the border as well. Whoa, what is that?
Somebody is loading stuff on. And usually when the vehicle begins to move, the music is going to be so loud. So we realized that we might not be able to talk to you, so we're just telling you all of this info now. And maybe when the vehicle's moving, it's just going to be music playing the whole time. But it's so busy. It's like 7 a.m. and so busy right now. Thank you. So you'll always find hawkers coming and selling something interesting.
Some people are selling peanuts and what is that other one? Some nuts.
Yeah, basically nuts and samosa.
Yeah.
So we have just reached Busia. So this is Busia town, and we are walking about 300 meters or so from where we got dropped off towards the border checkpost. As you can see, it's very busy. A lot of shops everywhere. And there's too many trucks.
We made it to Uganda.
This is the border crossing checkpost for both countries. Like you exit out of Kenya and also enter Uganda right there in just one building. It's so efficient.
The counters are right next to each other. It's the first time I'm seeing something like that.
We've just found the matatu stand, but this is only for Kampala and Jinja. You can see there's all crazy music already. Ugandans are very similar to Kenyans in that way. So this is the matatu we are riding, and we are just outside border control, about a kilometer down. and you can see she's inside.
From Uganda.
So this is actually the border town. I don't know the name of this side, but the other side was Busia in Kenya.
I think it's Busia on both the sides.
Okay. So right here, you can take a matatu to both Kampala and Jinja, as well as to Bale. So we are riding the matatu now to Bale, which is about 2 hours up north from here. Bale is actually one of the bigger cities on the east side of Uganda. So most of these border towns have a pattern to it. Like they're all very, very underdeveloped, even though they have the potential to be like the first phase of anybody, first phase for anybody who's entering a new country. So a lot of the shops here on the side, they're selling SIM cards, a few mattresses. I don't know, maybe it's for people who go to Kenya, they buy cheap mattresses here and go. And there's of course a lot of other shops selling souvenirs and knickknacks. So the most common thing, of course, besides all this is clothes. You can see behind me there's a little stall selling clothes. There's another shop across the street here selling clothes. So we learned from Chelsea in Kenya that here people actually come shop a lot and then go back into the other side. So here at the border, you can actually exchange your Kenyan shilling for Ugandan shilling. You can also exchange dollars, but we just had a bit of Kenyan shilling which we exchanged just enough to get a ride on this matatu, and once we go into town, we'll figure out the money situation. But the rate is almost the same as what you'd find on Google. I was told we could possibly get a better rate, but haven't found one so far. Today happens to be Ugadi and also happens to be Eid. So to all those celebrating in India and other parts of the world, happy both festivals to you. And yeah, so now I'll go back inside. It's really hot and sunny and it's 29 degrees but super humid. I don't know why, maybe it'll rain. So we'll catch you in a little bit when the vehicle starts moving.
We still haven't had any food yet. I'm so hungry. We just munched on a few dates which were in my backpack. This is our ride.
It's so cramped. So this is how we're sitting. Real tiny like chickens.
There are 5 people sitting in one row, and there's supposed to be only 3 people.
How do you feel? Like very cramped?